folks. It's showtime.
Can you feel it?
Come on, clap your hands. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. How's everybody doing on Saturday night? Not too shabby. I like the enthusiasm. Well, welcome one and all to night number 2 and the final night. It's Championship Saturday night of the YMBL Championship Rodeo. This weekend's home of the top-rated Cowboys of the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association. Now, folks, if you assemble here tonight, some of the top-rated athletes in professional rodeo are here. They're approaching the halfway mark of the 2019 rodeo season. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking it's only March. But they began rodeoing for 2019, October 1st of 2018. The season cutoff is September 30th of 2019. That's when all the decisions are made. That's when all the jockeying for position is done. That's where we decide the top 15 to go on to Las Vegas, Nevada, to the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo, where they'll compete for over $10 million. Here this weekend, every dime, every dollar, every penny, and every nickel earned in this arena can help elevate that cowboy closer to their ultimate goal. Maybe it's in that rookie race in 2019. Maybe it's just to get within the top 50 to position themselves for 2020. Or maybe it's to be amongst the top 15 in the world and go to Las Vegas, Nevada. Maybe it's to get closer to be that world champion in 2019. But as we approach the halfway mark in professional rodeo, battered, banged up, and bruised, each and every one of these athletes are. But you have the ability to make them feel 100%. So throughout the course on Saturday night, I'm going to ask each and every one of you. I'm going to ask each and every one of you to help me out. As these professional rodeo athletes know their job and they know their responsibility. But it's up to you, the great fans in Beaumont, Texas, to help them compete to that championship level. And we do that one way in the world of professional rodeo. When I ask you here tonight, and I can only ask you to create that electricity. I can only ask you to get that blood pumping in each and every one of our contestants here tonight. But when I do, I want you all to stomp your feet. Clap your hand. Hoot, holler, scream. Slap that man next to you. Stop. Every woman and child, stop. Don't slap the man next to you. But do what you can to have a good time. Who's ready to have some fun on Saturday night? Well, it's one of the number one stops each and every year in the Texas circuit here in Beaumont. It's because of a few volunteers, staff, and of course our good friends at the YMBL that make it all possible for us to assemble here each and every year. And I'd like to focus your attention to the Provost Humphrey Center Gate underneath that YMBL sign as we introduce a few that make it all possible. Please make welcome the president of the YMBL, Mr. Donnie Warner. Your South Texas State Fair chairman, say hello to Mr. David Knight. And your rodeo chairman, make welcome Mr. Mike Amy. There's another introduction that needs to be made. As a hometown man, he's put this rodeo on the map. And I'm going to tell you right now, he has raised the bar in his industry. He has set a standard others only hope to obtain. He hails from Winnie, Texas. And for the last 4 years, he's been on top of the stock contracting business as the 4-time and reigning Stock Contractor of the Year in professional rodeo. Once again from Winnie, Texas, say hello to Mr. Jerry Nelson. Tough act to follow in Frontier Rodeo Company. But I'm going to tell you, folks, those men you just met and the cowboys for whom you're going to meet throughout the course of the night, and yourselves, I want you to think about it. Each and every one of you had a choice on what you did on Saturday when you woke up this morning. You chose to attend a professional rodeo. Those men you met and the cowboys you're going to meet all evening long had a choice on what they did with their lives as well. And they chose to be a professional rodeo athlete. You see, folks, we have these choices for one reason and one reason only. No matter what your political belief may be, the fact remains that we still live in the greatest country in the world today and ever that gives us the right to choose what we do with our lives. I'm going to take it one step further because in 2019, they're slowly being forgotten. Youngsters, listen up. Because there are a few brave men and women that have raised their right hand and swore to defend the Constitution of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic. They are the reason why this country remains free after over 242 years. They're the reason why you can be here tonight free of your own choosing. And I want to know where they're at because I guarantee you they're among us. Where's all my soldiers at, past and present? Please stand up. Where's my sailors, my airmen, the Marines, the Coast Guard? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the reason. These men and women are the reason why you can be here tonight. Let's give them all one collective round of applause. But you know, they have paid that sacrifice. Folks, here tonight, there is one reason we can be here tonight, and that is this beautiful banner before us. She's 13 stripes and 50 stars, 3 of the most beautiful colors ever assembled. You look upon her now. She's been from Normandy to Mount Suribachi. She's been through the jungles of Korea and Vietnam. Most recently, she returned from the desert sands of Afghanistan and Iraq. As you look at her, I want you to remember those social media videos where they spat upon her. They set her ablaze. They cursed her. And they trampled on her, even here in her homeland. She's before each and every one of my fellow Americans here tonight as our symbol of hope and our beacon of freedom. So what do you say you give her the due respect that she deserves? The Stars and Stripes of the United States of America. You know, folks, we have a lot of freedoms and liberties bestowed upon each and every one of us as Americans. And tonight we're going to exercise our freedom of religion. For our invocation here this evening, I'm going to turn the microphone over to Dr. Christopher Moody.
Let's pray. Gracious God, sovereign over all arenas of life, you are welcome in this place. May we be good stewards of this moment as we have gathered in this great arena. We can't help but feel your love and stand in gratitude toward this evening of competition and entertainment. We pray for the fans. We pray for the contestants, both the 2-footed and the 4-footed kind, and all your creatures. Lord, grant them safety tonight. Grant them good sportsmanship. Bless the cinch, the spur, and the saddle of all these great athletes. We pray with great gratitude for the people behind the scenes who have made this event possible tonight. We praise you for all the YMBL volunteers and ask you to add your kind of blessing to their lives. We pray your blessing upon our nation's president, Donald Trump. Guide his hand to lead our country in a way that pleases you and champions what you say is right and what you say is good. We especially pray for tonight's veterans and active service member and men and women who know. I pray that tonight they would know without a shadow of a doubt that we hold them in highest esteem. They give us a living reminder that people are worth fighting and dying for. And with Easter just a few weeks away, we ask all these things in the name of the resurrected one, whose death on the cross reminds us that God absolutely believes people are worth dying for. Amen.
Amen. Friends, if you're not already standing, I invite you to please rise. Focus your attention on that beautiful young lady who's a freshman in high school. She's a 4-H state champion in the working cow horse. Carrying our flag tonight, Miss Whitney Moody. As you look at her in Old Glory right now, I turn the microphone over to the most beautiful song ever written. For our national anthem here this evening, Miss Kylie Einkoff.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Beautiful rendition. Who's proud to be American now? Well, let's bring it in. Come on, let out on the clutch. Mid-South Bank bringing you the first event here on Saturday night. Bareback riding, the most physically demanding event in the world, the professional rodeo. Let's get it rolling. Oh, yeah, let's start it off right now. First man, Hunter Green, Bastrop, Louisiana. B7's the young horse. Let's do it. All right. Hang on. There's a reason why you're clapping right now. There's a reason why that man is on his feet. And that is because we said a word to our Lord and Savior before we started tonight, and he's got his protective hand upon us. Oh, getting Western. All right, so he'll get a re-ride if he feels like getting on another. Last night, Garrett Shadbolt was 80 points to be leading this event. We go to HEB Shoot Gate right now, Rowdy Flowers. Hamburg, Arkansas, bareback rider, Southeastern Circuit native. He's got the Sweet Child, the Frontier, the Bay Mare that sits underneath him. Left-hand delivery of business. 81 or better to be number one. Let's get to the top of the board. He's got his riding hand, thick leather glove, wedged into that suitcase-type handhold we call a rigging. Right-handed bareback rider. future is bright in the breeding program of Frontier Rodeo Company with the young stuff that's brought here this weekend. Making sure everything's just right before he says hello to the Saturday night crowd. Rowdy Flowers, just about ready. Here we go. Come on. From the front, look at the stroke. Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's happy to be here. The young bareback rider, 73.73. Look at that athletic four-legged athlete right there. I'm going to tell you, you think she don't love what she's doing. Neener, neener, boo-boo. Catch me if you can. All right. Let's go to a man that's 37th in the world right now, a Texas Circuit finalist from Wheeler, Texas, Zach Hibbler. He's got Arnold. Here's a horse that's got about 3 moves out of the gate, a duck and a dive. You make it past the tricky moves. This one's tough to track, but if you stay in time, you stay in position, you stay in control, this horse could take you to the pay window. Arnold's the horse. Mobile Oil Credit Union's the shoot gate. The man's just about situated. Top 12 in the circuit in Texas in 2018. Let's go. Set your feet. Here it is. To the left. Now he's going to start out. Get it back. Oh. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. He's got to stay on his feet right now. That's the job. As our Frontier Rodeo Company rescue squad moving, this young man is staying on his feet. He's not falling underneath the horse. All right. I want everybody to take a deep breath in right now. Now let it out. Here's the thing in the Western sports industry and professional rodeo. There is no off season. There is no time off for a turf toe. We don't even have that. These men know the dangers each and every time they put their hand into a rigging. They back into a box. They put their feet in a stirrup or they tie themselves onto the back of a bull. The dangers remain the same. When you're dealing with livestock that weighs in excess of 1,000, 1,200, in the bull riding, they can eclipse 2,000 pounds. And you weigh anywhere from 125 to 170 pounds. You do the math. Centrifugal force takes over. But I can guarantee you one thing right now. Our Justin Sports Medicine team is here working on him. When he came off that horse, I believe that horse caught him, I believe, in his left leg. And I don't know the severity of it. But if there's one way he'd want to hear you, he'd want to hear you right now as loud and proud as you can. I see him moving that leg. Keep it going. 72 points for that young man. 72. All right, let's keep that energy level where it should be. We've had a couple wild rides in the first couple. We're going to see if we can straighten it out Mid-South Bank. Bareback riding, right-hand delivery of business. Let's go to Stetson Bierman. Hidalgo, Illinois is where the man calls home. He's got the Crazy Buck. Another young horse in the Frontier string. Wild and Western is how he likes it. Go ahead. Come on. Look at here. Circling to the left. Now you see Rex Bugby One of the Frontier Rescue Squad trying to get that young horse. Now, a lot of these horses, it's their first time coming to Beaumont. It's their first time off the ranch in Freedom, Oklahoma. They don't know the routine quite yet, so we see our horsemen out there along with Rex Bugby. Barton Nichols is out there as well. All right, horse, you got a lot to learn. Now, this is like trying to get your child out of the toy section at Walmart. That ride's going to put him in the money. How about 78.78? It likes the other end. The horse showing you his versatility as he completes the figure 8. There's a good chance that horse is married. It's Saturday night and they don't want to go home. There's a good chance it just loves the beautiful people of Beaumont. So let's go to the Halfcock Whitney Chute Gate for the next one, a Texas Circuit finalist. He's number 5 in Texas Circuit in 2019. Tim Murphy from Wheeler, Texas. 535 to Salty 1. Let's go. Now, I told you the one horse was like trying to get your child out of the toy section at Walmart. When you finally can't get him out, this is the horse that's thrown the temper tantrum like my 2-year-old son does. Throw himself onto the ground. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. My goodness. And again, it's all about the young horses here tonight. They're trying to find their place. Just like a young child trying to learn to walk, these horses are trying to learn where their feet go in front of an arena packed full in Beaumont, Texas. So we go to the next one right now. Let's go to Chandler Conhook. Hempstead, Texas, man. It's got the NFR horse. Lonesome Night. Here's a horse in the Bronc ride and switch over to the Bareback ride, and this horse knows where to put its feet. Come on. Oh, spurred. Oh, no. You want to talk about a moment of pucker factor. When his left leg come over the neck of that horse and his left boot got caught underneath his right leg and you couldn't get anything back to where you want it, there was a moment right there where the pucker factor went through the roof. Yeah. Tough luck for that young man right there, and no score for Chandler Conhook. No score. 80 points, Garrett Shadbolt, a Nebraska man sitting atop the board from last night. HEB Chute Gate's where we're headed. Back to the left-hand delivery of business. We're going to go to Bryce Sivert, a show-me state man from Buxico, Missouri. He's got another NFR horse. Here's a horse that Frontier Rodeo Company paid over $80,000 for a couple years in Las Vegas. This horse has made 2 trips to Las Vegas amongst the top bareback horses in the world. Sonora is the horse, the Appaloosa, the money horse. Bryce Siffert's got the draw to win it all on. He's got the horse and the dancing partner to come together with. This is the one you want. Let's get it. Look at here. Wow. Getting Western. As we go down to the officials, 1 to 25 for the Cowboy, 1 to 25 for the horse, times 2, possible combined total of 100. Sonora. We got the flank off, going to slow her momentum down before she heads out back. There she goes. She knows the routine. Oh, I've got some bad news. They're saying he missed the mark out. It's going to be a no score. Missed the mark out, no score. We go to the next one right now. Trey Moore, Anniston, Alabama, Mobile Oil Credit Union. Come on. Prime News. Look at here. Come on. Round to the right. Setting his feet. Back to the rigging. Yo! Trey Moore's the man that just twisted the one they call Prime News, another one of the young talents from Frontier Rodeo Company. They placed on that horse in Montgomery, Alabama just a week ago. It's going to put him in the money here, 79.79. Let's go back to the Mobile Oil Credit Union. The next one, Will Martin. Durant, Oklahoma, Prairie Circuit finalist, Bunny Girl. Come on. Oh, man. There's a young man that qualified to the Prairie Circuit finals. Bunny Girl's the horse that's going to bring him down. No score. So that's going to conclude it right here in the Bareback ride in Mid-South Bank. A couple rewrites to come back later on. What's that? They're not taking them? Okay. Well, that actually is going to conclude it. They're saying they're not getting on their rewrites. Mid-South Bank, Bareback riding. That means the man from Nebraska last night was 80 points to win your bareback riding here this year. If you enjoyed that event, make some noise for all your bareback riding cowboys. We bring in the banner of the next event on your rodeo program, JD Knight Construction. JD Knight Construction, the proud sponsor of the Big Man's event in rodeo steer wrestling. On Thursday, Ty Erickson turned in 4.1 seconds, 4-1. That's the mark to beat heading into tonight. And don't forget, folks, we invite each and every one of you to take a look at our website. Get on that social media, if you will. Follow Frontier Rodeo Company from Facebook to Instagram. Keep up with everything that is Frontier Rodeo. Go to frontierrodeocompany.com for their website. Make sure you go like their Facebook page or follow them on Instagram, however that works. They don't do a lot of tweeting, so don't look for them on Twitter. Let's go to the first man in the Bulldog and Tanner Jenkins, Orange, Texas. Big man's event. Look at the size. Let's go. Got him caught. Back to your feet. Get him dropped. Well, I've got some bad news in this event. You have to give that steer a head start out of the box. If you don't, you break that barrier. It's a plus 10. Their time would have been a 5.4. We add 10, 15-4. 15-4. All right. Let me see a show of hands. Where's all my first-time rodeo attendees at? This is your first rodeo. There's a couple girls over there. I see you waving, yeah. All right, so there's a few here. I know everybody thinks, goodness, you don't need to explain the rules. I've been to every rodeo in the world. But in this event, the American quarter horse reaches top speed in 30-plus miles an hour, and they do it in just 3 strides. It's like sitting on a missile. Skylar Wolves from Sour Lake, Texas is the next man to go. Yeah, you know where Sour Lake's at. Let's put it on the map here tonight. Come on. Oh, I saw it. Correction, that was Sam Williams from Llano. So we got another chance at Sour Lake. That was Sam Williams. No time. Now we're going to go to the Sour Lake man, Skylar Wolves. Now you can get excited. He needs to be 4 seconds or faster to be the number 1 spot. Back squarely in the corner of the box. Let's hit it and get it. He's got him caught. To your feet. Help him out, Beaumont. How about 5.9 seconds? 5 and 9. 5 and 9. Many years, steer wrestling's kind of been a hotbed in Southeast Texas. From Darryl Petrie on, we look to the next man. KJ Carmen from Beaumont, Texas. Hometown man. If there's one thing you want to do in your career, it's win your hometown rodeo. All right, Mr. Carmen, I've set the stage. It's time for you to step on it and perform. Poised, situated. 4,500 pairs of eyes looking upon him. It's all about timing. You want to make sure everything's situated just right before you nod your head. The steer needs to be looking outside. Your horse needs to be looking at him. Let's go. Oh, Beaumont. Oh, how about some of that hometown hospitality, please? All right, let's get back on the positive side of business. We go to the northwestern parts of the country. We go to Lacey, Washington. Tyrell Klein is the man getting into the box. Long way from the Columbia River. How about a fast time of the night? 5.2 seconds, 5 and 2. The next man riding into the box, we go to Buda, Texas. Rowdy Thames is the Texas Circuit finalist. Again, 4 seconds flat or faster to move to that number 1 spot with 4 men to go. It's a busy weekend in the Texas Circuit. Take advantage of it. Slide them, stop them, turn them, and toss them. Let's put them in the money. How about 4.5 seconds? 4.5. Now we're cooking with gas. 5 and 2 and a 4-5 back to back. The next man riding into the box, I'm going to tell you, is the son of a legend. Comes from the hotbed and a lot of history in Shakota, Oklahoma. Denver Berry, the son of the legend Oatberry. The man backed into the box right now, quite the talent in his youth as well. When you got a father who's one of the greatest teachers and mentors, you look no further than your living room for instruction. Denver Berry, come on. Well, and here's the deal. If we had a replay, I could show you. When he called for that steer came out slower than he anticipated, so he had to pull his horse back. And then once he stopped his horse, that steer got to running. He was late in playing catch-up the whole way down the arena, and it just never worked out in his favor. How about some of that Beaumont hospitality? Denver Berry. Oh. Playing Kate Stanton's favorite song. Jonesboro, Texas, where the next man hails from. The barrier's stretched, and if you think about it, 5 minds need to come together at the same time. Here we go. Hi-ho, Silver, get a jump. Get a jump, set your feet, not going to quit. .5 seconds. You saw the mistake. 6 and 5. Let's go to the last man. The last man in this event, brought to you by J.D. Knight Construction. Top 12 in the Prairie Circuit. Qualified to the Prairie Circuit Finals in Duncan, Oklahoma several times over. Shane Fry, and that's his hometown, Duncan, OK. A third-generation steer wrestler. The man stands 6'1", 225 pounds. Quite the stature. And I said 5 minds. Think about it. The 2 horses, the cowboys that sit on their back, and the steer that stands in the middle. I have a family of 5. We can't agree on anything. Let's go. Come on, Shane. Oh, no. No, no, no. $100 entry fees down the drain. Rowdy Thames, fast time on Saturday night, 4.5 seconds. Your champion, Ty Erickson, 4.1 seconds. We thank our friends at J.D. Knight Construction. If you enjoyed that event, make some noise for all your Bulldogging Cowboys. You know, as we clear the arena right now, you heard me touch on it in our opening. You heard me touch on the dedication of those men and women in our armed forces that have provided so much for you and I. Those men and women that have served, whether it's an engagement in the 20s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 80s, and here in the 2000s, we've seen it. But there's a generation that have fought for this country that is being forgotten about. They're known as the greatest generation in the world. Folks, at their age, there's not many of them left in this great country. but we are honored and privileged to have one among us here this evening. Friends, I'm going to introduce to you a man that served in World War II from 1942 to 1945. He was in the Air Corps. He flew 51 combat missions in support of the invasion of Sicily and Italy as a belly gunner on a B-29. This man has seen things so you and I don't have to see the same. He has fought so you and I don't have to fight. I direct your attention to section 122. Underneath that express sign is a true American hero at the age of 97 years old. Say hello to Moreau Scurlock. You know, friends, Monroe was wheeled into this arena tonight, but he's standing on his own with the power of his fellow Americans. Monroe, thank you for what you've done for every one of us. Well, Monroe, we're going to get back to the action because you have provided the free country in which we exist. As we bring in the banner from the next event on your rodeo program, Allegiance Bank bringing you the team roping all weekend long. Last night we saw a pair of 5.6 runs. 5 and 6, splitting first and second place. 5.5 or better to move to that number one position. Rick LeBlanc from Walker, Louisiana. Peyton Laflette from Benton, Louisiana will be your next pair to go. Pelican State Connection. You come every time for it. 5-5 or better. How many of y'all want to get your champions to come from Saturday night? Let's get our champions to come from Saturday night from here on out. Louisiana Connection, LeBlanc, Laflette. Come on. Lot of rope out there. Back two. I tell you, the header didn't have much more rope to dally with. He about run out of it. 6.1 seconds. They're in the money. Well, let's go to a brother connection from Washington, Texas. Shane Phillip, John Phillip, the next pair to go. As they sit in the box, now each and every one of these teams paid $300 to enter this rodeo, $150 a man. $300 a team, and you pay diesel fuel. You haul the truck and the trailer and the horses. It's an expensive event. They want to leave here with a little something in their Wrangler jeans. Come on. Head catch, back two, get it. Half head, that's legal. Let's put them in third place by themselves. 5.7 seconds, 5 and 7. Laramie Allen from Llano, Texas on the top side. Correction, we're going to roll to the next one. It says Caleb Mitchell and Seth Smithson. Texas Connection be up next. All right, Mitchell and Smithson. 5-5 or better to have sole possession of the number one spot. Again, that barrier rule is in effect, and the 5 minds need to come together in this event as well. One hind foot, we add 5 seconds. Broken barrier, we add 10, plus 15 total available. Let's don't see it. Let's keep it clean. Mason and Ackerley, Texas is where they call home. Back squarely in the corner of the box. The header is kind of like the quarterback. He calls for the snap. Wants to set it up for his receiver to be successful. Wants that steer looking outside. He needs somebody to get in there and kind of help that steer look in the right direction. He circles that yellow horse again. When that gate opens, he wants that steer to see him break free. Come on. Put it on him. Back 2. Kind of gets into the fence. You saw when that steer got into the fence, it's going to slow it down just a little bit. They lose some valuable time. 6.4. 6 and 4 will be their total time. We get ready to go to the next pair right now. Tanner Tomlinson, Angleton, Texas. Tyler McKnight from Wells. A pair of 5-6 is still sitting in that number one spot. Barrier is stretched. The stage has been set, gentlemen. Now it's time for you to step on it and entertain. Half the job. Back 2. We need it. We got it. Let's go. Yeah, and I saw the healer look to the side and kind of shake his head for a second, but this might help him. You're 5.5 and number 1 in Beaumont. Let's go to another pair of brothers from Rockwall, Texas. Coy and Colton Britton. Now you need to be 5.4 or better. Let's go. He's got it on him. Healer, get it. 2, got it. You talk about raising the bar. They just did it. 5 seconds flat, 5.0. Well, let's go to the last team of the 2019 YMBL Championship Rodeo. Lightning Aguilera from Athens, Texas, and Ty Arnold from Midway. 4-9 or better to be your champions. Gentlemen, let's get it. Look at here. Throw it from the box. 2. I'm going to tell you right now, they didn't come here to safety up and make sure we get a check. That header threw his loop from inside the box, and they're 3.8 seconds. That is talent. So they're the champions of the team roping, brought to you by Allegiance Bank. Appreciate everything they do. As the banner rides around the arena, we bring in the next event on your rodeo program. Christus, Southeast Texas Health System, bringing you the classic event in rodeo. How many are ready to buck some more horses in the saddle bronc riding? Come on, get your hands going quick to the beat of the music. Let's go. Cavender's Chute Gates, where we're headed. Scott Davis, Mobile, Alabama man. Borderline is the big bay horse underneath us. They were 85 points at the Pasadena Rodeo last year on this horse. Cavender's Chute Gate. Let's go. Look at here. Stroke from the knees to the D's. Yeah. Yesterday, we watched Dean Wadsworth beat 82 points in this event. 82 is the number one spot, and your first gunner is going to turn in 74 and a half. 74.5 for Scott Davis. Mobile Oil Credit Union. Chute Gates, where we're headed next. Justin Browning from Lake Charles, Louisiana. Southeastern Circuit man. You bet. It's got the high roller. The young horse from Frontier. The future looks bright on the breeding program. Left-handed bronc rider. Justin Browning. Louisiana man on a Beaumont Saturday night. Set your feet. Get them moving. Well, it's not by lack of effort he comes down prior to that 8-second buzzer. So go to DeBerry, Texas. Coben Williams, Texas Circuit finalist. Top 12 in 2018 here in the Texas Circuit. HEB Chute Gates, where the action's fixing to come from. Coben Williams, you've got Curly Sue. Jesse Cruz was just 84 and a half points last week on this horse in Montgomery, Alabama. Okay, listen. 82's in the lead. Your dancing partner took somebody to the pay window last week. He can do it for you as well, for the Texas man. Curly Sue, let's help him get there. Come on. No. Well, another one hits the ground a little early. What are you going to do for a man that walks out of here with his head hanging low? What are you going to do? Raise his spirits a little bit. All right, let's switch gears and go to the right-hand delivery of business. Preston Ogle, Des Moines, New Mexico. It's where he calls home, a turquoise circuit finalist. Big Line is the big gray horse that sits inside the Quality Mac Company's Chute Gate. Left-handed bronc rider. We need something positive to build on. Look how tall this horse is. Let's go. Look at here. Stroke from the knee. Oh, miss a lick on the right. Stay with him. Our rescue squad, Rex Bugby, Bart Nichols, put him on the ground. Bronc Crane on the front end. We go down to the judges. What are they going to say? 71.71. You heard me during the ride. When your feet stop moving once or twice, the judges see that, and they're going to dock you. That means you're out of control. When you're moving the feet and your front feet are beating the horse's front feet to the ground, that means you're in control. So when you miss a lick or two in a spur motion, whether it be on either side, the judges see it. They hit you for it. 71 for the New Mexico Cowboy. Okay. And you watch how they control these animals. They're going to reach back and get the flank. Slow the momentum down on the horse before they open up that exit gate. That's for the safety of the livestock, so it doesn't run back their full speed and damage itself. Here we go. See, I do that to my children too when they don't behave. I know it's not legal, but I don't care anymore. My mama whooped me, I'm going to whoop mine. How many of y'all got whoopings growing up? How many of y'all think our problem with our children today is there's not enough whoopings going around? Give them to me, I'll whoop them for you. I used to fear my neighbor's parents just as much as my own. You get out of line at your friend's house, your neighbors will whoop you. Let's go to a 4-time national finalist, Chet Johnson, Douglas, Wyoming. Bam Bam's the horse. Here's the horse that bucked off the Aussie in Arcadia. Market Basket Shoot Gate. See, we were talking about all them whoopings, and that horse like, heck no. I'm going out there. Let's go. Come on, Chet. 4 times amongst the top 15 in the world. Hustle, hustle. Them kids don't even know what Bam Bam is no more. They see somebody walk around with a club, they think it's Negan from The Walking Dead. Let's see what the judges say for the 4-time national finalist. Oh, no. On the left side, they're saying he missed his mark out. It's going to be a no score for Chet Johnson. Y'all help him out, please. You have to have the heels of your boot above the break of the shoulder on the first jump out and keep them in contact until that horse's front feet hit the ground. If you don't, it's missing your mark out and it's a no score. Hancock Whitney Shoot Gates where we're headed next. Blaze Freeman, the Texas Circuit finalist from Snyder, Texas. He's got Blue Sky. Here's the horse that Ryder Wright won this rodeo on 2 years ago. Blue Sky, take him to the pay window. Come on. Look at the stroke. See his feet moving to the shoulders and back to the D's. He's on the ground, and the judges are tallying the totals. They're saying 66 points with the option of a reride. How many of y'all want to see that young slinger come back and do it again? So he'll get another chance at it. The 82 points, still sitting in that number 1 spot, Dean Wadsworth. We come back to the left-hand delivery of business. Let's go to the Mobile Oil Credit Union Shoot Gate. Preston Burr, another man that is qualified amongst the top 12 in the Texas circuit, to Waco, Texas. Stratford, Texas, where he calls home. He's got Little Sugar. Here's a young horse that's its second year in pro rodeo, finding its place in the Frontier String. Lil Sugar, Preston Burr. Saturday night in Beaumont, let's do it. Catch them back up. No. You know, again, it's a long walk back when you know you didn't make the 8-second buzzer. Why don't you give them a little company? Why don't you give them a little company? All right. You've had your time. It's time to leave. HEB Shoegate is where we're headed right now. Lathan Lyons. He's from the Boudin capital, Louisiana. Eunice, Louisiana is where he hangs his hat. Cover Girls, the mare with the big rear. Bradley Harder was 83.5 points in Arcadia, Florida on this one. HEB Shoegate. Come on. Louisiana, let's go! Look at, oh! How close was it from him having 1,200 pounds come down on his rib cage? Somebody's looking out for these athletes tonight. Somebody's looking out for them. Rex Bugby, Bart Nichols earning their money as the Frontier Rodeo Company Rescue Squad. We go to Mobile Oil Credit Union for the next one right now. Now, this man has drawn a horse that reminds me a lot of my friends. They call this horse Single Again. Now, wait, stop. Mark, turn it down. You girls are all excited when I talk about the cowboy, and you're looking at your darn phones. The cowboy's over there. Get off your phone. He ain't on Facebook. My goodness. Now, we are going to treat this like a Major League Baseball game. Girls, listen. Just like they do in baseball with a foul ball, if a cowboy flies into your laps, you get to take him home. Let's go. Beaumont, Texas. Ryder Sanford. Come on. He's on the ground, folks. I told you he's from Beaumont, Texas. Well, a lot of pressure at your hometown rodeo. 67 points, 67. Now, you want to talk about one to watch, ladies. Here's a 19-year-old phenom. He comes from one of the most successful rodeo families in the history of professional rodeo. He's got a brother that's a world champion. He's got uncles that were world champions. His father was a 2-time champion of the world. I'm talking about the 19-year-old phenom from Milford, Utah. Who's ready for Stetson Wright? Wild Medicine's the horse. This horse bucked off Preston Kafka and Pasadena Livestock Show and Rodeo. You got the wild one on Saturday, Stetson. Bronc rider and a bull rider. A 2-event cowboy. Top 10 in the world all around standings right now at the young age of 19. He's a rookie, and he's number 1 in that race. Left-handed Bronc rider. Let's do it! Come on, Stetson. Whoa. It takes a lot to get that man on the ground prior to the 8-second buzzer. Now, he has another event coming up in the bull riding, but how about a little hospitality in the bronc riding for young Stetson Ride? Well, let's go to Hancock Whitney Shoot Gate. Amarillo, Texas man, Peter White's got the Molly Brown. Come on. They were 87 points in Cody on this horse. Look at the stroke. Well, let's go down to the officials. Peter White, Texas Cowboy. See what the judges say. 77.5 points, 77.5. Market Basket Shoot Gate's where we're headed next. You heard me talk about that young phenom moments ago. Well, let's go to one of his world champion uncles. This man was the champion of the world in 2012 and a 7-time national finalist. He finds himself number 3 in the world right now. From Milford, Utah, who's ready for Jesse Wright? They were 81 points at the Pasadena Livestock Show and Rodeo on this horse right here they called Daisy. Castile turned in that score. 82 sits atop the board at your rodeo. 82 and a half or better to be number 1 from the legendary Wright family. Right-handed bronc rider, 29 years of age, one of the twins of this incredible family. His twin brother, Jake. Come on, let's do it, Jess. Set it up. Look at the stroke from the shoulders, from the knees to the D's. You bet. Mr. Nichols says, come here. Let me set you on the ground safely. Well, unofficially, he's in the money, 78.78. That was weak. All right. You've had your chance. Yo. Trying to keep that horse freed up, running straight down the line. Again, we thank our friends at Christus Southeast Texas Health System, proud sponsor of the Bronc Ride, the classic event in professional rodeo. Again, first time to Beaumont. I wouldn't want to leave either. When I came here in 2014, my first year at this rodeo, I didn't want to leave. The food y'all got down here, I've gained 30 pounds since 2014, but that's part of it. I blame it all on you guys. All right. The handling of the equine livestock, getting everything situated. There you go. Show at the exit. HEB Shoot Gate, let's go to a employee of Frontier Rodeo Company. Originally from the Badlands of South Dakota. Now calling Freedom, Oklahoma home, Preston Kafka. A Prairie Circuit finalist, top 12 in the Prairie Circuit several times over. HEB Shoot Gate. Delta Downs, the horse. Last year, they had this horse marked 43 out of a possible 50 points. That means if the rider does his job, you can be in the upper 80s. HEB Shootgate, Preston Kafka, come on. Come on, Preston. Tough to get in timing. You saw him. He's having trouble getting in time with that horse. He would hit a lick, miss a lick. And that's what the judges notice as they put pen to paper now. So now we're going to the re-ride. 1 to 25 for the cowboy and the control of the horse. 1 to 25 for the difficulty, how hard the horse bucked. Possible combined total of 100 when you multiply it by 2. 71.5 points for Preston, 71.5. Okay. So the Texas man was given a second chance at the prize money with a rewrite option moments ago. We go back to the Texas Circuit finalist from Snyder, Blaze Freeman. His rewrite horse in the Cavendish Shoot Gate is Baywatch, the older money horse of the Frontier String. This is one you want to have a second chance on right here. This is a horse that could take you not only to the pay window, but to the number 1 spot at your rodeo. Lean back. Let's low. Come on. Hung up on the right shoulder. Get with it. Now he's got the momentum going. All right. Well, 75 points on his second chance, 75. Mobile Oil, Credit Union Shoot Gates, where we're headed for the last Bronc rider of 2019 here in Beaumont. When you marry into a family that dangles 5 world titles in front of you. He's got brothers-in-law that are world champions, 3 of them. He's got a nephew that's a world champion. You better be a talented bronc rider yourself. He married into the right family. I'm talking about the 4-time national finalist, Coburn Bradshaw. Let's go. Let's do it. Around to the corner now. Oh, no. Well, Coburn Bradshaw, he won the average in Las Vegas. Won himself a pile of money, almost eclipsed $200,000 there in Las Vegas last December. Tough luck here on Saturday. That means your champion comes from last night. Dean Wadsworth was 82 points to win your bronc riding. We thank Christus Southeast Health System. If y'all enjoyed the classic event in rodeo, make a little noise for all your bronc riding cowboys. How many of y'all having a good time so far on Saturday night? That's what I like. You know, folks, each and every year, the Frontier Rodeo Company, in conjunction with the YMBL Championship Rodeo and the South Texas State Fair, spare no expense in entertainment. As we get things situated in the arena and behind the arena, there is a young lady that has been entertaining some of the best in the world for several years, making her first trip right here to Beaumont, Texas. This lady is a 13-year veteran of Dolly Parton's Stampede, where she was a highlining performer. She's performed at large rodeos such as the Cinch World's Toughest Rodeos, Los Fresnos, Texas, and Woodard, Oklahoma. You'll catch her at the Cheyenne Frontier Days this July. She's the one and only Roman rider. Today you'll see bareback and barefoot. Folks, please say hello to Dusty Lynn. Ladies and gentlemen, she's riding her horses Royal and Valor. One more time, Dusty Dickerson. She's not tied on. There's no glue. The horses aren't tied together. Watch the athleticism and the control as she hits the figure eights. Oh, that was about a surprise. What do you think of Dusty Lynn, Beaumont? Now watch the fancy footwork right here. To prove to you she's not tied on, watch this. A little toe touch. You dropped a lighter. Oh, you had backup. I get you. You had backup. Well prepared. I like it. Now, as she comes around, the fire is set. And you know, animals have a natural fear of fire. But watch the trust they have in their mount right now and their master, Dusty Lynn, as she weaves in and out of the torches of fire to show her control and the trust her horses have in her. Be careful, Dust. Be careful. Let's bring them back around and go back down the next direction. If you thought that was dangerous, let's up the difficulty level a bit. It gets way too close right here. Send her back down the other way. Now, look on the opposite side of the arena as we light the hoop of fire, the wall of fire, the jump, if you will. Get your cameras out. Focus on the jump. Let's get a bird's eye view. Ladies and gentlemen, absolutely one of the most sought-after entertainers in professional rodeo today. Her first trip to South Texas here in Beaumont, Miss Dusty Lynn. Dusty Lynn, how about it for her horses? Once again, Royal and Valor. Two of the best in the business, the best team in Roman riding. Dusty Lynn, great job. Folks, give her a Beaumont send-off. Now who's having a good time here tonight? Well, let's go to the next event on your rodeo program, brought to you by our friends at Beaumont Tractor Company. Beaumont Tractor Company bringing you the cowboys with the fast hands and the tie-down roping next on your rodeo program. Come on.
There she was, just a walking down the street singing, snapping her fingers and shuffling to the beat singing.
You bet. You bet. Come on. All right. All right, now that we got your attention, Landon McLaughlin was 8.5 seconds last night. You need to be 8.4 better to lead this event. Bryce Barney, Carthage, Texas man's going to be up first. Tie down roping. Cowboys with the fast hands. Parents, lock up your daughters. As he rides into the box, the timed events, the barrier rule is in effect again. Give the calf a head start. If you don't, we add 10. Go ahead. He's got it on him. Transition. You caught him with the long one. Now you need to tie him with the short one. All three come together. Finish it off. Now the kick-free period. After he remounts his horse and they're slacking the rope, the calf has to stay down for 6. It does. 11 and a half seconds be his time, 11.5. All right. Kobe Jenkins from Call, Texas. Next man to go. 8.4, better to move to that top spot. Back him squarely in the corner of the box. It's all about timing. You've heard me talk about it before, and I'll talk about it again. Push that barrier. Don't break it. When that calf is looking outside, he does just that. 2 swings, got it on him. Hustle on down. Nice transition from horse to ground. Pig and string out, 1 on the front and the back, 2. Oh, no. Well, I see the wave of the hat. He would have been 9 seconds flat. But he broke the barrier. We add 10, make it 19 seconds. What do you say for his efforts? What do you say? When you count this next man's other events, 12 times he's qualified amongst the top 15 in the world to Las Vegas. He won the average in Las Vegas in this event in 2005, and that helped elevate him to the 2005 all-around champion of the world. Comanche, Oklahoma's Ryan Jarrett. Here's a man right now that means business every time he backs into the box. Grew up on a 750-acre dairy farm in Georgia. Now married and moved to the Sooner State. Ryan Jarrett's 14th in the world right now. Come on. Got him caught. Watch where he gets the pig and string from. Handle the cattle from the belt. Jarrett, 1 on the front, back 2. Yes, sir. Oh, well, you saw when he got to that calf. Had trouble flanking it, getting to the ground. The calf wasn't going to help him. And plus, he broke the barrier, so it's regardless anyways. 11 and flat, plus 10, 21 flat. Be the time, 21. Come on. Everybody. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Smooth voices. KJ Carmen, we watched him earlier. Watched him earlier in the steer wrestling. Here's a hometown man from Beaumont. How many of y'all would like to see a hometown man get in the money right here? KJ Carmen, let's do it. 3 swings, sticks it on him. Now he's got to clear that calf. The calf has to get back up. Put it back down. 1 on the front, back 2. That's 3. Misses the bottom leg, ribbons and bows. Gosh darn it. Oh, you know, I like it. I hear the hands coming together. There's a lot of pressure when you come to your hometown rodeo. And a leg gets out. It's going to be a no time as that back leg come out. Didn't stay tied regardless. Folks, I'm going to tell you, when you have 20 people calling you wanting tickets to the rodeo, man, I want to come watch you, but they got to be for free. This man's been dealing with a lot the last couple days. Hometown man, help him out. All right. Lagging that calf on out. Thank you, Rex. Let's go to Shad Mayfield, Clovis, New Mexico man. Top 12 in the turquoise circuit in 2018. 4 to go. 8.4 better to be number 1 and to raise that bar to another level. The 8.5 is handed down right now. 4 men remain. A nod of the head. He's ready. 3 swings. Sticks it on him. Got him caught quick. Flank him right. 1 on the front. Misstrings the leg. Got to put it back on him. That's 3. Well, you saw when he took that pig and string out of his mouth, went to that front leg, missed that front leg, had to rebuild the loop in that pig and string. It's going to cost him. He was all over the lead. 9.1 seconds will be his time. 9-1. Let's go to a man right now that's ranked 32nd in the world. Leesville, Louisiana's Justin Smith. Looking for his first trip to the City of Lights. City of Neons and Lost Wages. Come on. Oh, no. That's where he was wishing he was at. Some beach. That's what you meant, right? Yeah. With 2 men remaining, this next man right here I've been bragging on for the last 3 years in professional rodeo. He calls Caldwell, Texas home. He's 21 years of age and one of the top young talents in our industry. He's 16th in the world standings right now. Weston Hughes. Looking for his first trip to Las Vegas, 2016 Rookie of the Year. All right, Weston. 8.4, well within this man's capabilities. Come on. A little late out of the box. Got to catch up to him. Gets it on him halfway down the Ford Arena. 1 on the front, back 2. Mr. Hughes finish it off. You know, I tell you, I'll continue to brag on him. He may not have the night that he had scripted or he had wanted. 12 seconds flat. But remember, he's 16th in the world right now. Remember that name, Weston Hughes. How about it, Beaumont? Give him a little something to travel with. there was one. The last man that has a chance to be your champion. 8.4 better. He'll be the champion of the 2019 YMBL Championship Rodeo. Jace Gilbert from Sulphur, Louisiana. The stage has been set, my friend. It's time for you to deliver. The man has tied him in sevens. He's tied him in eights. 4 swings, takes an extra swing. Nice transition. Pick him up, set him down. 1 on the front, back 2. Misses the loop, gets it home. Well, when he took that extra swing and ran that calf all the way down to the middle of the arena, he knows he was out of that money. He knew he was out of the chance to win it. 10.6 seconds, 10-6 for Jace Gilbert. So that means Landon McGlotry is going to be 8.5 seconds to win it all from last night. If you enjoyed that event, we thank our friends at Beaumont Tractor Company. What do you say you make some noise for all your tie-down roping cowboys? As we go to the last event on your rodeo program, and it's brought to you by our friend Jerry Nelson and Maverick International. Not only does he own Frontier Rodeo Company, he's a great sponsor of this rodeo, Maverick International and Jerry Nelson. But on Saturday night, I want to know right now, where's all my bull riding fans at? Blue, I say that wasn't good enough. Not quite good enough. Beaumont, I've been here before and I know how loud you get. It's the sport that the sports writers have deemed the most dangerous in the world today. And on Saturday night, I want to know, are you ready? I like it. I like the energy. I like the electricity. Last night we watched a man turn in 86 points. Foster McGraw leading your event with 86. Cavender's chute gates where the action's getting ready to start. But as we all know, bull riding is an inherently dangerous sport. And at this level, it's borderline lethal. The only protection our bull riders have come in the form of professional bullfighters. Tonight, putting their body in between cowboy and bull, make welcome a world champion freestyle bullfighter. Originally from Jonesboro, Arkansas, Mr. Cody Emerson. His partner from right down the road in Winnie, Texas, make welcome Mr. Blue Jeans. Bailey Warden, Charleston, Texas, man, has got the show dancer on Saturday. Let's buck 'em. You know, the 25-year-old, 40th in the world right now. The last 2 years he's been battling injuries. Bailey Warden, look for big things to come from that young man right there from Charleston. Tough luck here tonight. Show dancer, another one of the young bulls, young up-and-comers, the Frontier Rodeo string. So we move one in front of him. Mobile Oil Credit Union Shoegate. Like I said, 86 points was turned in last night. 82 points was turned in last night. 73 and 63. Only 4 qualified rides, 1 night ago. I'll be happy with 4 tonight. Mobile Oil Credit Union Shoot Gate. We look down at Zach Miles from Nixon, Texas. He's got easy cash to the Frontier string. He hopes this bull is easy cash. When that gate opens, that we need the electricity that only each and every one of you can provide. Come on, let's get some rhythm. Come on. All right, let's bring that down a little bit. We're going to let that bull stand up. But if you look on back of that Mobile Oil Credit Union shoe gate, he's actually helping this bull rider right here. He's holding the tail of that rope. He's giving a little instruction, and if there's any man that can give an instruction in this event, it's the man in the red shirt and the black vest. Folks, the voice of Frontier Rodeo Company, the face of bull riding for many, many years, the voice of bull riding at the Wrangler National Finals, rodeo for decades. How about it for the 8-time world champion bull rider from Terrell, Texas? Make welcome Mr. Donnie Gay. Donnie, tip your hat. See, if you get him talking bull riding, even he don't hear his own stats. I like it. Here helping the youngsters out. That's what he's talking to that young man about as we're getting ready to roll to the next one right now. Esteban Bustamante. Here's a man that hails from south of the border in Mexico. Tango's the bull that sits inside the Cavender's shoe gate. 8 seconds is what we're looking for. Seems like an easy task. Not when you got one underneath you that weighs in excess of 1,700 pounds. Right-handed bull rider. Taking the tail of that rope once across the palm of his hand, back around behind his wrist, and into the palm of his hand again. Basically tying himself onto the back of Tango here tonight. Left-hand delivery. You take any more time, it'll happen again. If you nod your head, it'll stop. All right, son. That was rude, but perfect. Here we go. Watch it. Watch it. Oh. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which idiot's got to go? All right. It's a nice bull. Just scare you a little, then just walk on out. Let's go back to the next man that we see Donnie Gay helping. Back to Nixon, Texas, Cowboys, Zach Miles. And Easy Cash. 606, the brand. You know, this is what's cool, and you don't see this in other sports. When they retire from baseball and football, they retire, or they go to the booth so they can keep getting a check. Look at Donnie Gay right now, talking to that young man. The tutelage he's getting right now, you can't buy. It's invaluable to a young bull rider. And he's passing it on to the moment he nods his head. Be quick, tail the rope back behind you. Slide up on it, nod your head right now. Have a little fun is what it's all about. That's why you do it. That's why you chose this event. That's why you chose the adrenaline and the rush you're about to receive. Come on. How about it for your bullfighters, your cowboy protection, blue jeans, Cody Emerson. All right, bring it down, Mark. I got a public service announcement. We need all children to back up from the fence. Parents, you need to get your children back from the fence at this time. Parents, if you have more than one child up against the fence, grab the one with the most potential and pull them back. I can say it. I got 3 kids. I know which one I would grab. For sure. Oh. All right. Quality Mac Company Shoot Gate. We're pitching a shutout here tonight. I have a feeling that's going to end right here. Quality Mac Company. Sitting inside it is a man that's ranked 21st in the world. 2017 national finalist Trevor Rice from Linden, Iowa. A Great Lakes Circuit champion bull rider. He's got a bull they call He's Legit. Trevor Rice, the man and the name you've gotten to know the last few years in bull riding. Right hand delivery. 21 in the world, but a check here in Beaumont can move him closer to the top 15 to make a second trip. Let's go. Around to the left. Look at this. Beaumont.
We're gonna get funky. Funky. Everybody clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap your hands. Everybody clap your hands. Clap, 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 clap your hands.
Well, while you're clapping your hands, how much noise can you make for 85 points? 85. Let's go to the Market Basket Shoot Gate right now. This next young man, 19 years of age, is 23rd in the world. His brother is the 5-time and reigning champion of the world. That's his brother, Sage. This is Trey Kimsey from Strong City, Oklahoma. This young man broke his brother's permit record 1 year ago in professional rodeo. He won more money on his PRCA permit than his older brother did. So big things to come from the Kimsey family. Come from a long lineage of entertainers in professional rodeo. Their sister, Dusta, is a trick rider, a barrel racer. Trey and Sage were trick riders in their own right. That shows the uncanny balance they have on the back of the bull. Trey has drawn the bull they call Domino, the black and white bull. Come out to the left last night and then switched it back to the right and bucked off J.T. Moore last night. Trey Kimsey knows the book, knows the routine. Jump for jump's the job. The bar's been set. 86.5 or better to move to that number 1 spot. All right, Trey. Clean britches and all. He's situated in Beaumont. The right-handed man slides up onto his rope. Got to be quick. He knows that. He's ready. Come on. Sit up. Back door. Oh, I hate it for him. I hate it for him. You know, between myself and Donnie Gabe, Blue Jeans, Tom Newens today, we figured it out. It's been 29 years since a pair of brothers have qualified to the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo in Las Vegas together the same year. 29 years since David and Philip Fournier did it in 1990. It'd be pretty cool to have Sage and Trey in Las Vegas together this year. Wish him better luck the rest of the year, y'all. Help him out. Let's go to Quality Mac Company Shoegate. To the man that's 6th in the world right now. From Athens, Texas, Jeff Askey, the 2-time Wrangler National Finals Rodeo qualifier. Here's a cool deal. Last year, Jeff won himself over $110,000 in Las Vegas. Through 10 go-rounds, that means he averaged $11,000 a night. So what do you do when you win that kind of money? You buy a rock for your girlfriend and get engaged. What do you do when you got left over? You buy some land in Athens, Texas. You buy some more cattle, because that's his job. But right now, his task at hand is to twist for 8 and be 86 and a half or better. Jeff Askey, the college national champion bull rider, poised, situated, and ready to twist one on Saturday night. Come on, Jeff. Let's have a little fun in Beaumont. Have a little fun on Saturday. You know, as my good friend Donnie Gay would say, these bulls don't read your resume. They don't look up and read your buckle. They don't know who you are, but we know who they are. He walks out of the arena. He's getting married in a year. Folks, wish him better luck. Jeff Askey, wish you well on your 3rd trip to Vegas this year, my friend. So we look down in the Cavender's Shoegate to a man that is yet to be amongst the top 15 in the world. But he has all the ability to be in Las Vegas at the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo. He picked up a few checks at the San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeos. He stands up right now and regroup. You know, like a golfer you watch on television, if somebody claps in their backswing, they stop and they reset. It's like a bull rider. They have a routine that they stick by. They have a rhythm that they can be consistent on. And when something ain't right, they change things up and go back to the start of that program. The original man versus beast in the original extreme sport, so much can go wrong. He's going to stand up right now. He's going to stand up. So, you know what? I want to know real quick. Where's all the kids that play that game Fortnite? Stand up. Let me see you floss right now. Come on. Go ahead, girl. Yeah. Dude, if I look at this kid up here, section 103. Ha ha. Look. All the parents and grandparents are going, what is that? I like it. We're having fun. Who's having fun on Saturday night? Reed Barker, come on. Blue M. Nice work, man. Nice work. Well, Reed Barker comes down prior to the 8-second buzzer, but great work by our protection athletes. Cody Emerson, blue jeans. Always. Reed won this rodeo 1 year ago. Not going to have the same fate here in 2019. So we go to the chute gate right in front. Once again, we thank all of our chute gate partners, HEB, Mobile Oil Credit Union, Cavenders, our friends at Quality Mac Company, Market Basket, along with Hancock Whitney, and of course, Provost Humphrey, our center gate sponsor with the YMBL. Mobile Oil Credit Union, let's go to the man that qualified amongst the top 15 in the world a year ago, Kobe Radley. Here's a man right here from Montpelier, Louisiana. Well, Kobe Radley, 27th in the world, looking to make a second trip to Vegas. Tough luck in Beaumont. Tough luck in Beaumont. Look here. Talk about horsepower. This is like leading a pit bull with dental floss. Oh. Well, let's get that energy level back up. One qualified ride tonight, 85 points, was turned in by Trevor Rice. Market Basket Chute Gates, where we're headed next. Here's a man from Ballard, Utah, that's been turning heads and making a name for himself the last couple years. He's 33rd in the world right now. Dallin Duncan. Utah man's got high tech. High tech's the bull, Frontier string. 4-year-old bull, young, breeding program is alive and well. Moved from Winnie up to Freedom, Oklahoma a few years back. And they've been on top of the rodeo game ever since. Dallin Duncan, 86 and a half or better to be in that number one spot. He's going to take his hand out of that rope, take his hand out, and start over. When that bull gets to moving in there, a lot of the cowboys will line their hand up and they want their pinky pointed right down the spine of their back towards the head. All right, so he's going to change things up. That bull gets to moving in there and shifts his hand from side to side, or maybe he slides it forward or back. You want it all about that proper position on where you had planned. If the bull moves it, sometimes you just have to deal with it. So he's going to regroup, takes his hand out of that loose loop on that flat braided rope. Get the bull's attention, got him standing back up. Dallin Duncan, Ballard, Utah. Now here's a man that stands 6 foot tall. Now bull riders are normally right around 5'5". They're little pee-wee men. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's not about the size, it's about the heart and the effort. Here's a guy that has everything against him at 6 foot tall. The centrifugal force whips him to the outside. But he's been overcoming it year after year. Dallin Duncan, come on. If he does that every time, I'll get on him. So we're going to let Dowling get regrouped, let that bull get situated. He'll try it one more time on that bull. We're going to roll to the next one. We're going to roll to the next man right now. Quality Mac Company chute gate as we go backwards. Folks, I'm going to tell you this young talent I've watched grow up in rodeo. I've watched him since he's about 8 years of age. He hails originally from Hershey, Pennsylvania. Glen Rose, Texas is where he's hanging his hat now. He's a 2-time Wrangler National Finals Rodeo qualifier, 2015 and 2017. Dustin Bowen is the man that's back healthy in 2019. He got injured 1 year ago, reconstructed surgery on his shoulder, but he's back 100%. He rock climbs for fun in his spare time. There's not an ounce of fat on this young man. He's got Marvin. Dustin Bowen, two-time national finalist, Pennsylvania jockey. Come on now. Beaumont, are you still with me? Whoa now. That bull just found out that his mother works at the Hershey chocolate plant. He wanted a little bit of that. She does. His sister's a former Miss Rodeo, Pennsylvania, back in high school days. Great family, know 'em all. All right, he's going to regroup and try it once again. Folks, again, I remind you of all the social media outlets. Follow Frontier Rodeo Company on Facebook. Find them on Instagram. Go to their website, frontierrodeo.com, to find out where the next stop is for this incredible rodeo company. Go to PRCA, go to ProRodeo.com. Find out where all your cowboys are sitting in the standings, whether it's the Texas circuit or the world standings. Whatever you want to follow, all the information can be found right there for you. All right. You know, back in the day in the concerts, you'd get your lighters out. Well, they don't recommend that anymore. So I want everybody to get their cell phones out right now. Get your cell phones and turn on the lights and get ready. Get ready. We'll come to you in a moment. Keep them up. Keep them up. Start waving them side to side. Keep him up! Keep him up! He's riding in the lights! Dustin Bowen! See, sometimes all you need is the light shed upon you to get one twisted on Saturday night. Thank you for helping us out. It's going to move them into fourth place money, 79.79. I'll never forget the first time I saw a dude turn on a flashlight on a cell phone. I had no clue my cell phone had a flashlight. I was like, damn, that's pretty cool. Didn't know. Granted, that was just yesterday. That's how out of date my phone is. All right. Let's go back to Dallin Duncan, Ballard, Utah, man, Market Basket, Shoot Gate. Can we ride two in a row? Can we ride two in a row? Round to the left. Sit up. Hips. Throw them. Yeah. Yes, sir. Back-to-back's what we've been looking for. 77 points for the Utah Bull Riders. 77. All right. I'm going to ask y'all to do me a favor. This is the last man on Saturday night. Last man of your 2019 rodeo. Can we all stand up right now? Can we get behind this last man? Now I'm going to tell you right now, you met him earlier in the saddle bronc riding. This young phenom at 19 years of age is one of the most talented men in the rodeo business today. You met him in the bronc riding, but he's 7th in the world in the bull riding. From Beaver, Utah, Stetson Wright. Passport, go ahead. Well, Stetson, they're going to say good enough for fourth place, 81.5. How many of y'all had a good time here on Saturday evening? Well, don't forget the mutton busting coming up in just moments. You're more than welcome to stick around and watch the youngsters. But right now, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for taking a moment out of your time to create a memory with us. On behalf of the Frontier Rodeo Company and the YMBL, my name is Greg Simus. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks for coming. We'll see you next year.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
All right, the sheep loaded. How many of y'all ready for the youngsters here tonight? Celise Fernandez is going to be up first. I believe this is a young lady. Her and her sister be number 1 and 2. All right, Celise. Here we go. Oh, whoa. As the dirt pours out, look, you just look at the dirt coming out of the helmet. Give her a round of applause. Skinny jeans a little dirty. 76 points, 76.
You go, girl.
Let's go to her sister, Layla Fernandez. All right, she's sitting on them. She's getting ready. I believe this is her older sister. Layla's the elder of the two. Hold on tight. Look, her sparkly shoe come off to 79 points, 79. Hyphenated young lady, Creeley Guzman Bassett, KGB. From here on out, you are KGB. I don't know when we started hyphenated kids' names, but it works. I like the KGB better. All right, come on, Keely. Another young lady. Or no, young boy. That's a little dude. Little dude, 69 points for him, 69. Justice Whitehead, you'll be up next. Whoa! Like a freestyle motocross rider with a front flip. We'll give him a bonus point. 80 points, 80. Weston Gearhintz. All right, we're going to go to the next one. We're going to go to number 6 on my list. Campson Viason. I'd be able to tell him I can't see because y'all are standing right there. I mean, it's how rude. Yes, go out there and do some work. Quit passing your sheep off onto others. All right. See, Sierra knew that she's good. You stood there. You stood there and blocked my view. What's Blue doing? Are you... I have no clue what 2 men wearing makeup are talking about on Saturday night. All right, Noah McNeil now. Noah McNeil. Come on. Oh. 69 again. Cade Andrews. Cade Andrews. All right, Cade. 81 or better to take the lead. Oh. Mom and Dad forgot to tell him to hold on. He's 2 years old. Y'all help him out. 60 points, 6-0. Parker Marks. Parker Marks. This young man's dressed for the job, chaps and all. Got a deep hold. Like another day at the office, 81 points. Riker Phelps. Riker Phelps. Once again, the Mutton Bussin' is brought to you by our friends at Cavender's. They have a championship buckle for our winner here tonight, Cavender's. Riker Phelps. Come on. $77 for Riker, 77. Guy Ellis. Guy Ellis be next. All right, he's just about ready. Here we go. Well, 77 points as well, 77. Daniel Wagner. Yes, he did. Daniel Wagner. Let's go. He's going to be 80 points, 80. Briggs Malinex. All right, Briggs. All right, say hello to him. Here we go. Look, he's excited. 82 points. Ezra Wyatt. Ezra Wyatt next to go. There we go. 75 points, 75. Xavier Marandega. Xavier Marandega. All right, Xavier. There you go. Oh. Future steer wrestler. 75. Marion Marandega. I think this is the sister. Ooh. That's why they wear it. Look at this dance. Look at that. Yeah. Well, I was going to say 75, but we'll give her a bonus 580 points for the young lady. She got 5 points for the dancing. You know she gets that from her mama. Mom, let me see you dance like that. Let's go to EJ Rodriguez. He rode him a long way, not as fast. 79. What do we got? 81 points in the lead right now? No, we got an 82. Yep. All right. Let's go to Casey Hensley. Casey Hensley. Here we go, Casey. Around to the left. Look, he's taking his sheep for a walk. Oh. He got to put his feet down. Well, the sheep was a little slower. He rode him for a long time, so we'll say 80 points. 80. Joshua Wise. Really, Sierra? I can only imagine where you and Cody do that dance. Here we go. Oh, on the back end of that one, 72 points, 72. Kai Compton. All right, Kai. Come on. Oh. 76. Richard Bro. They call him Trip. Well, I believe that does it for our mutton busting. That's going to do it for all these youngsters. Give them a round of applause. All right, John. John, we need Briggs. Oh, we got 2 left. Okay, so we're bringing the sheep back. What doesn't do it for our mutton busting? All right, so we're going to go to the 2 alternates. We got to have sheep for him to ride. The running of the sheep. Once we get these other 2 sheep loaded, we'll run the alternates in. All right, let's back those kids up in front of the chutes. I believe we're ready for our last two. Charlie Doucette. Parents, grab your kids and move back against the fence, please. Thank you. All right, sheep is loaded. Charlie Doucette. Here you go. Oh, little lady, help her out. She is very upset with her parents right now. I am never doing that again, Dad. Oh, give her a little something, please. John, is that it? Well, now it's officially over. Now it's officially over. All right, Briggs Malinix. How about a round of applause for all the Mutton Busters here tonight? Briggs Malinix. Bring them out front. We got a presentation of the buckle from our friends at Cavender's. Cavender's appreciate everything they do. There he is with his dads. How about it for your champion Mutton Buster, Briggs Malinix? 82 points. Thank you all so much. Go enjoy your fair. Thanks for letting us into your community this week. We'll see you next year.